that.
Yeah, what is it?
You smell that from over there? That's that super sour D's I grew. That's fucking
I'm breaking
amazing.
weed up at the same time, so it could be both.
Here, smell this. I'm telling you, that's probably what you're smelling. It's got a Cindy 99 kind of smell to it. You know what I'm saying?
A minty.
Yeah.
99.
It's almost like the Cinderella.
All right, welcome everybody to the Phone Tap Podcast with Unk and the Burnouts.
We are a burnout down right now, everybody. He will be joining us shortly. Cedric is
Next
not here yet. Yeah.
We're filming just as he's supposed to be coming in.
Filming?
Recording.
Okay, I was going to say, if there's a film going, I need to put some of this shit away. We got incriminating shit out.
My brain isn't working.
Okay. Well,
Sounds like.
the hell is that?
What you got over there?
Incriminating stuff. Just saying. We're gonna take some incriminating stuff this morning and fucking not feel a fucking thing.
Well, I mean,
Smoke it.
You've got a broken fucking toe.
Yeah, and I kicked the shit out of fucking steak in the yard yesterday with the broken toe, and I didn't.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was like 10 o'clock at night, and I had been smoking hash and dabs and everything, so I wasn't really feeling anything. So I was actually limping at a high rate of speed.
Anything until he was.
Yeah, I was limping at a high rate of speed, and I kicked a fucking, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure you've seen those people that limp and they're like not moving at all, and then you got that guy they're like, damn, are you really walking with a limp, bro? You're almost running right now. That was me.
And then he kicked an 8-ounce sirloin.
No, and then I kicked a fucking 12-ounce spike sticking out of the ground.
A 12-ounce spike.
I don't know what you call it. It's one of those big old flagpole spikes.
I mean, a 12-inch spike, not a 12-ounce.
I was equating it to what fucking Unk said.
Shenanigans.
Anyway, let's get high.
That's what I'm trying to do. Roll one up right now.
Yep, I've got something really special today.
So do I. I get my first heavy metal client coming in, apart from myself.
That's awesome.
That'll be fun.
I was talking about the smoke.
I'm more excited for that.
I'm more excited for this. I've been working on this for months.
So while I'm doing this,
Let me talk about. I just want to. We kind of got out of the talking about local businesses and stuff, so I want to try to at least mention one local business during every episode. I do want to bring up Mutts and Cuts. That's
What is
where Mutts and Cuts.
Oh, okay.
It's
Dog groomer?
Yep, and they're over on a Lake Road, over across from the Mack Truck building there.
Isn't that
Oh,
like in
okay.
that little plaza where Music Depot is and whatnot?
No,
Or is
there's
it close
it's not a
by?
plaza. It's actually in a well, it looks like a house, but it's always been some kind of a business. But
Oh, okay.
and then right next to it is a barber shop where I actually go to get my
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
It's,
so
it's
do
down
I.
there in the Heights on Lake Road.
yes.
Yep. It's right near where the old Formosa building used to be. Where
Oh,
the
okay. Yeah, I
yeah.
know what you're talking
Curly's.
about.
It's
Yeah.
like right
down
up the
by
road from
Curly's.
Curly's.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Gotcha.
But
I never knew that was there. Holy shit.
yeah, they're
Yep.
awesome. Well, they used to be up here where right next to Rico's.
Oh, I remember
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah, they moved.
And
I don't remember.
well, there's another groomer there, but Mutts and Cuts moved over to Lake Road.
Oh, okay.
So
That
I
makes
really
sense.
didn't get a good impression of those people over there next to Rico. As I took Gypsy in there, and they were just like, "Nope, we're not taking any clients." Which I get it, but it was just kind of the way they said it. Like,
We're not taking any new
Yeah,
clients right
so,
now. Damn, I didn't realize you were a bitch either.
I'm not even sure how I found Mutts and Cuts, but
Probably a
they
referral.
are awesome. They will do everything that you need for your dog. Like I spa day for Gypsy. She just goes in for a couple hours and.
All you've smoked is that dab, Rob?
I smoked
But, they're a good place to check out if
Are
you're
you
looking
stoned?
for a groomer
I got
for your
a buzz.
pet.
Alright, because
Everybody knows that I treat
You know
my,
I've been having a
my
hard time
dog
getting
Gypsy.
stoned
She's
lately.
my best friend. She's my little princess.
she's a good dog.
Good puppy.
We love Gypsy around here. She doesn't come in and visit us anymore, and we're upset.
She's retired. She's retired from the shop.
Well, she can still come visit.
Every once in
Retired
a
people
while.
come visit.
Every time she comes in, she pees on Yoshi's stuff.
I know.
Oh, okay.
It's like she misses Yoshi, and she's trying to let him know, hey, I was here, bud.
Yep, he's never here when she's here. She perks right up when I say, hey, you want to go see Yoshi?
So I'm asking Rob how stoned he is because Unk's not going to try it because I wrapped it in a tobacco leaf. But me and Rob are going to sit here and smoke some Super Silver D's that I grew. There's not a lot of it. I thought the nugget was bigger than it was. Put it through the grinder and we got a pinner. We literally have a pinner Dutch here.
Well, why don't
That's
you just
not
add
bad.
something?
I ain't rolled one of these. I ain't rolled a Dutch this small since I was like 22. Okay? It's fucking 10 years.
I mean, it still qualifies as a Dutch because that's fatter than the joint I rolled. And I filled that fucker.
Yeah, that's true. But we're going to try this. You got a buzz going. So we're going to see what it does to your buzz.
Lightyear.
Rob, what do you think about those hash papers?
I like them. I haven't bought any myself yet to actually fuck with. So
You want to buy a few?
No, I can't. I need to save
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to buy any right now anyway.
We don't
Steve
have any.
fucking
Yeah, we fucking bought them all.
I
That
haven't had
was
a
the
chance
joke.
to actually like physically roll them myself, so I don't know how they are.
But I've tried one. They're pretty decent.
Yeah, they are. Me and Frank smoke them all the time. So I've smoked them. I've just
Not
never-
anymore unless you go visit Steve.
Actually, I have more of
Oh,
them
do
than
you?
Steve does.
Yeah, he's got them hidden in odds and ends places.
They're in my fucking freezer at home.
Oh, well, I'd like one, Frank, because I've never actually had my own.
You haven't? I've got 4 of
I've
them
never
at home.
rolled one. I've never.
I've got 4 of them at home. I'll see if I can grab one. I might have a double. I'll bring in the double flavor.
They are good. I like them.
I'll bring you one of the papayas if I have it. It's an indica. It's a really fucking good one. Put you on your ass.
It's a fun little novelty thing.
Yeah.
All right, I got a fun topic to talk about today.
Oh,
I thought it'd be
Jesus.
fun for.
Always fun.
The topic is how to.
Okay.
Oh, do you wanna hang on before we even get on there? How to annoy our sound engineer?
No, that doesn't bother me so much. Dad!
Ah, see, I told you I'd get one.
That shit you can't fucking fix.
Yeah, but at least it goes with the segment this time.
It does.
You don't have to edit
It's a
it out.
practical effect. No sound effects needed for this
Well,
section.
Anyway,
You
how
both-
to?
Well, Frank, you don't have your driver's license, but you did, right? You did
Yeah, I
have your
did.
dri-
Yeah.
and you have a valid
yeah.
driver's. Did you guys both pass on your first
No.
time?
I did not. Second time, yes.
First time I failed.
So that's one of the questions on here: how to fail your driving test? How did you fail?
In my case, it was actually kind of bullshit.
Oh, wait.
No, I'm sure as you all grew up, there was always that one driving instructor you always heard was going to fail you your first time because it was your first time, right?
Right.
Parallel parking is what I was doing, right? Okay. Now, bear in mind, there's no curb. And I've been driving long enough, on and off, to know what it feels like when you roll into grass, right? I apparently rolled into the grass and I failed. And not a single tire touched the grass. So I failed.
I would have put the car in park, got right out, and been like, show me the marks. Show me the marks.
That wouldn't have worked.
I would have sat
That-
there and argued the point.
And I shit you not, there's only one way to pass with him the first time, and I was not qualified for that.
You weren't a girl?
Yeah, I do
He
not
didn't
have
have
those
no titties.
qualifications.
He does not have a vagina.
That either.
Actually, I'm pretty sure the guy was more interested in titties. He didn't
Hard
care
to
if
say.
she had a dick as long as she had titties.
They called him the Walrus, and he fucking looked like one too.
Anyways, how'd you fail your driver's test?
I actually just thought about this. I did not fail my driver's test.
Really?
I actually passed it the first time. But I thought about this. So when I did my driver's test, they did a point system. If you got 31 points, you failed. 30 or less, you know, everything you did wrong was like a point, either 1 through
okay.
4, depending on what you did. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ended up with 30 out of 31 points. So I
Oh,
barely passed. So the only two things that I did perfectly in my driver's test the first time, believe it or not, was the K-turn and the parallel park. I did
Me
those
too.
perfectly.
Me too.
Everything else, I fucked up. I didn't accelerate quick enough. I didn't slow down quick enough. I didn't pull all the way over to the right-hand side of the road to make a right turn, you know?
Did you use your turn signal?
Yes, I did do that.
I got in trouble for not using my turn signal to pull away from the curb and to
I'm good
pull
about using my
to
turn
the curb.
signals.
This tastes
And
really good.
I thought I
smoked
was
this with
gonna
you the other
fail
day.
because I also got marked off for a short left turn.
Yeah. You can't.
Um,
Did you know that when you make a left turn, if they have a gap in the yellow lines, you're not allowed to cross the yellow line at all. You have to go between the gaps. It's considered illegally crossing the yellow line, even if you fucking are making a turn.
At the intersection, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, you know how your road, you know how we always turn early because that fucking turn is just stupid and they didn't put the lines properly?
Yeah, you're supposed to follow
Yeah.
the lines.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Because, I mean, even cops do it because if
It's
if
one
you
of those
turned
laws
at the
that's on
lines,
book. It's like adultery in
So-
the state. It's on the books, but they don't really force it too hard.
unless the cop's being a dick.
Yeah.
But if you wait to turn between those lines at Rob's Road, you're basically turning into somebody's fucking yard because they didn't fucking
Right,
do them
yeah.
right. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this is Elmira where they literally like
I'm in
don't even match up the fucking intersection lines.
I know,
like-
right? Like, what are you guys, retarded?
Oh shit.
So, the qualifications for being road crew, and I can't say this, I'll get my ass kicked.
yeah, they will come find you.
Yeah, I know they will.
This one doesn't really affect us in any way, but how to fail at asking for a raise.
Oh, I know.
by not asking in the first place.
Yeah. Can't get what you don't ask for.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, that's not true. I mean, my wife's gave me pussy without me asking. But not often.
Hey, it happens.
And I did want it. That's for sure. Actually, I don't think there's ever been a time I didn't want it. Hell, I broke my toe and was still trying to get some pussy the other day. And I knew damn well I'd have to be on top. And you know, when, you don't think about stupid things like this, but you know when you get on top like that, your toes kind of curl into the bed because of the way you're laying. Well, when you have a broken toe and you're not supposed to curl it, that kind of hurts, but I suffered through it.
Strength.
I mean, it hurt like a bitch when I was done, but I didn't feel it during. Wife's gonna kill me. She doesn't listen to this shit. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How to fall off your bike.
I always say how to get divorced. Have your wife listen to the podcast. How to fall off a bike. Well,
I have a really good
hold
one on this.
I have a good one for it might not apply to all of us, but how to fall off a bike. Live your day being a regular Elmira bum. Because chances are you're going to get onto that bike drunk as fuck. You know I'm right.
This is true.
Listen, the only people who ride bikes in Elmira are crackheads and alcoholics. You never see a kid riding a bike anymore.
That's a shame too. That must mean that Walmart has lots of kids' bikes for sale.
Actually, yes. You can go up to Walmart and get any kind of kid's bike you want right now. Swear to God. It's actually a little sad.
And then it's gonna get stolen by Porch.
And
Porch
it's gonna
Patty
get
Pirate. Porch,
stolen.
whatever the fuck her name is.
Porch Patty Pirate. Or Porch Pirate Patty. And then she's gonna sell it to the crackhead who's gonna be riding it around to get his fucking cans and bottles.
And it's
I've
gonna have.
never heard her called that before, and I fucking love it.
She has her own Facebook page.
Yeah, bro.
I'm not surprised.
I'm on her Facebook page. It's called Where's Patty?
Porch
Oh,
Pirate.
she has many Facebook pages then.
Oh, she's got another one?
Yeah.
The one
because
that I'm
Liz-
on, the one that I'm on's got like 5,000 members, and all the pages for is people will post on there Just seen Patty at the corner
Yep,
of
it's letting
second and
everybody
fucking
know where
third.
she's at.
So that you can hide your shit.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Hide your dog. She fucking come by and steal your dog. Oh my God,
If
that
it's
was.
not nailed down, she'll take it.
Yep, especially your dog.
And then when the cops stop her, she'll say, "Oh no, they gave it to me." Bitch, you never even talked to the guy. You walked in his yard and took it. He's got you on Ring camera.
Walked up and grabbed it like, this is
yeah,
mine.
but they don't keep her in jail though.
Cause she's nuts.
Yeah.
See, the problem is, okay, I'm sorry. She's mentally ill. I'm sorry for, offending you fucking whack jobs out there.
Fucking
Disclaimer.
nuts, this bitch.
Disclaimer. If I have offended you in any way, shape, or form during the recording of this podcast,
Do not use
I
the R
don't
word.
care.
Just don't use the R word, okay?
No, let me say that again. If you were offended by anything I said, good.
Go fuck yourself.
Don't listen to me. It's your choice. You can choose not to listen to me. Okay? Go fuck yourselves.
But if you come into the shop, chances are you're gonna have to listen to him.
Yeah,
He's gonna be talking to someone.
straight up. And if you don't like it, there's a door the exact same way you came in. Don't care. Everybody's got. See, I'm going to get political real quick. That's one thing I hate about this fucking country. We were founded on the belief that you have the right to say anything you fucking want. What's the next subject?
How to not approach a situation, and you just displayed that with flying fucking colors.
Yep, don't gotta bring
I
that one
love
up.
you, bud.
How to not approach a situation?
Yeah, how not to approach a situation.
People can suck my dick. Did I offend you? Thank you. You're supposed to be offended. If it offends you, that's a good thing. Maybe you'll learn from it. If you're offended, typically it applies to you.
Do you have precognition or something?
Only when I'm fucked up. So, yes.
So that happened. Alrighty.
All right, so we can.
Moving on.
Well,
Hey, what's the next topic?
either imagination or
You ready for it?
prepping.
Are you ready for it?
For what?
Imagination.
Prepping, like doomsday prepping.
What's that have to do with imagination, though?
No,
I mean,
it's
they're
two
about the
separate
same
topics.
thing. You got to use your imagination
separate
to
topics.
fucking
Two separate
doomsday
topics.
prep. No.
I mean, shit.
That
Those
is-
people that are prepping, they have quite the imagination.
That's what I'm saying.
bro.
That's you need an imagination to be a doomsday prepper. Oh my God, the world's gonna come to an end. How fucking nuts are you? Your imagination's running wild right now.
I mean, you'd be surprised though some of the shit that they have nowadays to like preserve human life for at least a month or so. They got water filters, fucking.
Yo, that's nothing, bro. I seen one of those doomsday preppers. He literally could seal his bunker and his grandchildren could come the fuck out of it. Like he had enough shit in there for 50 fucking years.
Yeah, that's what my mom wants. She wants, all that Patriot food that they sell on.
Oh,
online?
fuck that. That shit's gross.
Yeah, it is, but.
But yeah, they invented it during, I think,
25 years,
World War
so-
One or two. It lasts longer than that.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
What?
they
What?
say
So they have stuff from World War Two.
oatmeal and fucking chili. And
So they made millions of these things from World War II, and the Army has them still from World War II. And once a year, they take a couple of scientists and they pick a couple of them off the shelf from World War II and they open them and they fucking test them, and they are still edible to this day.
from 50 years ago?
From 75 years ago. World War II was 1942
Oh, yeah.
or 41.
Hey, my life's flying by, bro.
Yeah, 75 fucking years almost. This shit's still good. You could still eat it today. and it won't hurt you. It's fucked up, huh?
Have you ever
Is
heard
it
of
been about
hard?
80 years now?
No, 73. I just did the math. From
Have
1941
you
to
ever
right now.
heard of hard red winter wheat? I
No.
guess it's supposed to be like the longest lasting like grain that it lasts the longest.
Do you know
And
the...
it makes the flour really easy, I guess. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
I did not know that. Do you know what the longest lasting, I guess, food substance on the planet they've discovered is? I bet Rob knows.
Marshmallow.
Nope.
No idea.
You don't? I'll give you a hint. An archaeologist ate a jar of this
Oh, honey.
from an
Jesus
Egyptian
Oh yeah,
tomb.
yeah.
He
Yeah.
I always
ate
forget
a
about that.
3,000-year-old jar of honey.
lasts forever.
Yes, it does.
3,000 years old, man.
That's why they say if we get rid of the bees, that the humans.
We will die.
Yeah.
Well, it's not because of
It's
the
not 'cause
honey,
of their
it's
honey,
because of
yeah.
the pollination.
Bees
Well,
pollinate
right,
84%
but-
of
Yeah,
crops
they're
on the planet.
They're the primary pollinator for all the plants on the planet. They all die off.
We die. Plants
Most
die.
of the plants are gone.
And then fucking the animals start to die because they don't have plants to eat. And then the bigger animals start to die because they don't have the little animals to eat.
And then 50 years later,
We got humans eating humans.
and then 25 years later.
We got fucking humans eating bugs because that's the only thing left. Because there will still be a few humans left.
Oh yeah, cockroaches also are something that can live through nuclear war. They say.
No, so common misconception. A nuclear bomb will kill a cockroach, but say a
It's gotta
cockroach...
land right on that motherfucker.
No. So, like, the explosion from a nuclear bomb will kill a cockroach, same as you stepping on it. You know what I'm saying? But what they mean by that is if a dirty bomb went off, like, and released a whole bunch of deadly radiation where we would die from just standing outside, cockroach would be fine. It'll fucking just live on and on and on. It can survive
I'd
that.
say about 50 years sounds about right. If all the bees just kind of died off right now, the first ones hit obviously would be the seasonal plants. Grasses
It would
go
take years.
shortly after.
It would take
Well, that's why I'm
a
saying
slow
about
process
50
of
years.
years.
I
for us
literally
to start
watched
to
a
feel
show
it.
on this on the
'Cause
History
it
Channel.
wouldn't be until the trees started massively dying off that we would feel it, and odds are we would probably starve first and then end up just suffocating.
They used Wrigley Field as a example for what, like, I think it was. It started off like 5 years after humans, and then it went to like 10 years after humans.
Oh, I've seen that.
20 Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about just without bees. Not
Like
yeah,
us
yeah,
still
yeah,
here
just-
without bees.
yeah.
So Einstein actually theorized that without some form of human intervention, without us developing some form of technology to replace the bees, we would have a total society collapse within 20 years.
Yes.
Humanity would still be alive, but we would be a lot smaller because we would be starving, and that's
And
what would
suffocating
cause
as well.
and that's what would cause society to collapse.
So if they're trying to get rid of us, then why don't they just do something like that?
Because they don't want to kill us all, and that's like
It goes back to what we were talking about.
that's an
on one of the
extinction
upper-
level event.
Yeah, on one of the other episodes, mutually assured destruction.
Right.
And it's kind of they bring it up in psychology every once in a while. I haven't seen a term coined for it, but they even talk about like psychopaths like Stalin and Hitler and the mass murderers, and they always explain that they won't go as far as to destroy the entire planet out of self-preservation. So no matter how fucked up shit gets, even those kind of people are going to do what it takes to survive.
I mean,
And other people will survive as a fallout.
I'm not saying this as any kind of I don't know. I'm not trying to offend anyone, but you really think that Hitler was psychotic?
Yes.
Yeah.
He had it's actually well proven. He actually had dementia.
And he also suffered gas attacks in World War One, a lot
No.
of psychological trauma growing up. It goes to the
It's
nature
very
versus nurture
probable.
issue. But yeah, there was a lot of factors that caused him to do that.
And there's a
But-
lot of video evidence that shows that he clearly
mean,
had dementia.
Yeah, and he
I'm not saying that
deteriorated over
anything
time,
that he
especially
did
when
was
got
was
syphilis in
good,
his
but
40s.
I just think that he was a very intelligent man as far as
Yeah, but he was
like,
crazy.
No, he was charismatic. That's if you look back. That's the one thing I will say. He was a great speaker and leader because of his charisma. Like if you go back and watch his speeches, even if you don't understand
Whoa,
what the
whoa,
fuck he's
whoa,
saying,
whoa, whoa.
you can
Yeah.
feel.
Let's rephrase what you said.
No,
He wasn't a great leader. He was great at
No,
getting people to
no.
follow him.
what is a great leader? Someone who can get people to follow them for a singular
No,
cause.
Correct.
no.
No. Yes.
It depends on your definition of great.
Again,
That's
if you just look at it ambiguously, he managed to get a whole nation plus others underneath of him. Yes, he used his power for evil, but that's still the mark of a great leader.
So let me ask you this: do you put Hitler?
If you take morality out of it, he was good at what he did.
Not doing.
He just used it for the wrong fucking purpose.
not basing this
Really bad
answer
purposes.
on the things that they did, because both of them did some fucking rotten, shitty things. But do you put like Hitler and Manson in the same category? I kind of do. Like
Yeah.
I feel like they're
Yes
both.
and no, because where Hitler was able to do it on like a whole national scale, Manson was only able to do it on a small scale. But even then, like that's the thing. If you take morality aside, like even Gandhi and Martin Luther King, very charismatic people that people will just willingly get behind.
Right. That's
And
what I'm saying.
it's
like,
just
as far as
inversely
followers
the-
and things like that. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Yeah.
So if you just take a little bit of the morality out of it, there's something to be learned. Biggest lesson to be learned there is not to commit mass genocide.
Yeah. Right. Yes. You will be known forever throughout history.
Isn't that the stuff we had the other day? Seemed like it hit harder the other night.
This is off of a different plant.
Ah, that could be why.
There's 4 different plants in that room.
So, if you guys were doomsday prepping, like if
But
you heard that
this
we
was
only
the
had
one. It was only that big.
Ah,
Remember?
like 72 hours to prepare our families to get underground.
For what? It
Um,
really depends.
Yeah.
It depends. Is it going to be some sort of nuclear attack? Are we going to invade it? Is it a meteor? Is it a tidal wave? EMP? What's going on?
What the fuck's an E EMP?
electromagnetic pulse. It would take down
All electricity.
Yes.
It would fry everything.
not only electricity, most 90% of our modern vehicles would not work because they run off electronics.
Computers.
Anything
It
later-
fries a microchip.
Yeah.
Completely. Our modern world would cease to exist. Everything would just stop all of a sudden. You wouldn't hear it. You wouldn't feel it. It would just stop.
Just wake up and there'd be nothing. No credit cards, no phones, no computer,
Nothing.
no infrastructure, nothing. Wall Street would crash. The world economy would crash.
Anyway. So what are we talking about? 72 hours till what?
Till I don't know, maybe nuclear.
Till nuclear war?
Yeah,
We have 72 hours.
like the Russians are coming.
Are we talking full out nuclear war? Or are we talking tactical nuclear war? Full out nuclear war, I'm sitting there, I'm going to hug my family, I'm going to tell them I love them, and I'm going to kiss them goodbye. Straight up. Because there's nothing you can do. But if you're talking about tactical nukes, I am going to try to get to the most rural part of Canada that I can, because Canada wouldn't be targeted. And also, tactical nuclear devices don't spread radiation.
No, they don't.
Tactical
Actually,
nuclear.
I saw a thing Neil deGrasse Tyson was explaining about it. Modern nukes don't give off radiation
No.
like they used to.
No, they've cleaned them up.
They're just like it's more about their megaton yield.
They cleaned them up. Like that's
They don't have as much radioactive.
So there's
fallout,
two
but
kind of
they're
nukes.
still just as devastating.
There's 2 kind of nukes. There's the atomic bomb
And the hydrogen.
and the hydrogen bomb. The atomic bomb is classified as a dirty bomb.
Yes.
That is what we dropped on Hiroshima
I
and
thought we dropped
Nagasaki.
hydrogen on them.
No. This is before we invented hydrogen bombs. These are the very first 2 nukes ever.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure. Look them up.
I can't. My phone's almost dead. I left
Mine
the
too.
charger at
But I'm
That's
pretty
what I
sure
gotta
they were
go get.
atomic bombs. Atomic bombs spread
I think he's
deadly
right on
levels
that.
of radiation for hundreds of years. You'd
Because
never be able to go back into the
They
area.
dropped, literally, isn't that the story of that Oppenheimer movie?
Yeah.
Like, that's,
Yeah, that's about the
Yeah.
Manhattan Project.
yeah.
Yeah. But
It's
a
actually a good
hydrogen
movie.
bomb is one bomb explodes in an incredible explosion, just super fucking violent, destroys everything, but then the radiation dispersed from it is gone within a matter of weeks. What they invented this for is, think about it. I'm bombing a country because I want to take it over. Why am I going to bomb it and then not be able to go there for hundreds of years?
Yeah, you're right.
I need to be able to just level everything and then go in there in a couple of weeks and take what I want. Take the area, take the resources, whatever it may be.
Yeah, the other type is for scale warfare we have no need for.
Literally to kill everybody.
Yeah, like say if it were to be that weird sci-fi like aliens and whatnot are on a
That's what they
nearby
would drop
planet,
on us, probably.
or we drop on them just
Yeah.
because we have no need for that planet. We just need that shit gone.
Right.
That's
We
what
would
the
dirty up
extremely
their
raging-
atmosphere.
Do we have the power to do an EMP?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So every time a nuclear bomb detonates, an electromagnetic pulse is released.
Yes.
Once they've discovered this the very first time, scientists immediately started to trying to make an electromagnetic pulse without the explosion and very quickly figured out how to do it. We've
been
had
capable of it since the
electromagnetic.
late 90s on a
Oh
scale.
no.
On
No.
a simplified scale.
The very first electromagnetic pulse without a nuclear explosion was discovered in like
50s.
the 60s, early 60s, maybe late 50s.
Well, no, if they figured that out during atomic testing, I'm sure they figured that out in the Manhattan Project.
No, they didn't figure out the electromagnetic pulse until they set the first one off. They didn't know that that was going to happen. And then they tested the very first nuclear bomb and all the electronics stopped. And then they figured that out from there.
Because that wasn't in the test equations and whatnot. All the equipment they were, because it was all in the Bikini Atolls and desert wasteland. They
Right.
tested the shit, not in civilization.
Right.
Well,
That
they
makes
do it
sense.
in the Ocala Forest in Florida too. They drop a lot of their fucking
Yeah,
bombs
well,
and
that's
shit
where
out
they
there.
test
'Cause
them.
it's such a huge place.
Well, no,
Oh,
that's
not
also-
anymore.
That's why they
They
missed
used to,
the EMP.
but not anymore.
It must have stopped just recently because I mean I literally
No, so no first world country has openly tested a nuclear device since the 90s. We still test regular bombs.
No. These are just it's just a bombing site that they test different
Oh
bombs.
yeah, that still goes on. Yeah, but no
Okay.
first world country has tested a nuclear bomb since the 90s. It was
least on
an
the
atomic
record.
treaty. Yeah, at least on the record.
Yeah.
France has tested. Oh my God, France did so many really bad nuclear tests back in the day. Dude, it's the most fucked up thing too, because if you look at it, France did some of the worst nuclear bomb tests in history, other than like the Tsar bomb and whatnot. And now, if you look at their arsenal, they've got like 100 nuclear bombs. The fuck did you do that shitty ass testing for if you're not even gonna build the bombs?
Why not?
You know what
I
I'm saying?
guarantee you that's the logic behind it. Well, why not? Seems like a French thing to do.
So
I did it because I could.
let's get to what you would
What I would do?
what would you take with you? Where would you go? Like, do you have a place to go?
Not particularly. I would try and get to.
Surprisingly, with
rural
Corning
Canada.
Inc. and some of the
We would be
factories,
targeted.
Yeah,
I
we'd
would
be
get the
within
fuck outta
fallout
here.
Zone. That's if we could.
Well, I mean,
Mass
New
panic
York-
might prevent it, so there are odds that we just be stuck here.
Oh, I mean, yeah, definitely mass hysteria.
Well, no,
is gonna-
that's why I'm saying Corning Inc. is in this area. Believe it or not, Corning Inc. is one of the top targets for something like that because they supply the world's military and just the world with so
Right.
much fiber optics. they are a big target, and if people couldn't get out, a lot of people in this area.
At
would die
one
from
point,
either
do you know what
blast
the
You know,
or
I never thought
radiation.
about that.
Fortune list is? The 500 and the 100.
Yeah, didn't you say Corning's
Well,
one
I
of
mean,
the
I
top,
know what it
the
is, but
unfortunate
It's the
numbers?
most profitable country or profitable companies in the world.
right.
At one point in time, Corning was on the Fortune 100 list. They are still
That's the
on the
elite.
500.
So
Elite
wasn't
list.
Darden.
Yeah. At one point in time. Corning, I believe, is still pretty well up there.
Yeah. And with all their
Well, I
weapons
mean,
contracts,
I
and
know
whatnot, they do
it's
first.
it's kind of just like Kennedy Valve, bro. Like everywhere I go, it doesn't matter what fucking state I'm in, they have
A Kennedy Valve fire
a
hydrant?
Kennedy Valve. Yeah.
Do you know why?
Let me fucking say that all fucked up, but yeah, one of those.
Do you know why? I can tell you why. Kennedy Valve is the last company in the entire United States to make fire hydrants.
Really?
Swear to God, look it up.
No shit.
I also know that America, well, La France is the same thing. They're the last one that makes that
Trains?
designs fire engines.
Oh, fire engines. Yep, that's right.
Oh,
My
no
bad.
shit.
What about CAF? I know it's a French company, but
Well, that's what I mean as far as United or American. There's only just one left.
that's true.
My he was my, what would you call him? He was married to my grandmother, but
So your step grandfather.
Something like that, yeah.
right. He
Whatever you wanna
actually,
call him.
that's what he did for a living. Was he worked for American La France, and he literally designed fire engines, like some of the designs that are.
Is anybody else getting hot? I'm sorry. Don't mean to
I am,
interrupt.
and it's getting. How long are we? I know we're past.
Oh, we're about
37.
40 minutes if you want to take a quick break.
Yeah.
Come back to the episode.
Yeah.
Go have a cigarette real quick. It's really hot in here. Sorry, guys.
Uncomfortable.
All right, we'll see you soon.
Buds and Studs, your one-stop chronic gift shop, located at 2119 Grand Central Avenue. Stop in and give us a call at 607-735-2960.
I believe we can. It's rolling now.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We switched a Frank for a Joyce.
Yay.
I don't remember what we were talking about though, so we'll just move on. But I do have some Joyce topics though.
Of course you do.
No, these are actually like kind of almost like mommy questions.
Oh, okay.
Like preparing for a social event. Like what do you do to prepare? Like for example, I know we live in New York, but if you were preparing a day for the beach, what would you like for your kids and stuff? What would you?
Oh, God. Tons of backup clothes.
Yep.
Pull-ups, wipes, tons of wipes.
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen, extra towels. You might as well just pack the whole house, honestly.
Pretty much.
Yeah, the beach fucking
Beach
sucks,
toys,
man.
Band-Aids,
Sand gets
anything
everywhere.
you can think of.
Yep.
Everywhere.
I keep a first aid car kit in the trunk. Yep.
Yeah, I think I have one too.
I don't. I need to get one.
What about like certain things that you like if you were gonna do a picnic? Like what kind of things would you like? I used to be the mommy and the daddy, so I always had to get the sandwiches ready and like get everything packed and make sure we had everything.
Yeah, usually would either make sandwiches or just take like hot dogs and hamburgers and just grill there. Tons of snacks, usually something simple like gummies or the string cheese.
You know, the same shit that the adults can eat too.
Yep, pretty much. Yep, just buy a box of each, you're good.
I've also learned that what you can do is you can go to your local sub shop or whatever and just get a bunch of sandwiches with just the meat and cheese on
Cold
it.
cuts.
And then usually they'll have like mayonnaise packets or whatever. And then we'll just use that instead of... But usually it was either me making sandwiches or We did use the Uncrustables a lot.
There you go.
Yeah, my kids never liked them, and I don't know why. I
Oh.
think they taste weird, but
Yeah, I'm not a fan of them.
Oh man, my mom loves them things, dude.
Yeah, no.
yeah, my
I'd
kids
rather have
won't
a
touch
regular
them.
old sandwich. Regular old sandwich.
And she's once I introduced them to her, she thought those were the bestest
Best
thing
thing.
invented.
See, my youngest, he'll just get in the fridge, get like ham, like lunch meat ham, or like a random cucumber. He was
That
just,
sounds like Dan. Dan
Yeah.
used to be like that.
Yeah,
He would just
he-
grab the cucumber and just start eating it.
yeah, just
Or a
random
tomato,
stuff.
even like he'd
Yep.
come
Tomatoes are
out,
good.
take it out.
Broccoli.
I love tomatoes, but he'd eat it like a fucking apple and have all the juices running down his face and shit.
Yep. He just tried that with an onion not too long ago. He figured
Ooh,
that
I
out
can
fast.
eat. Well, I love onions, and I can also eat one like an
Yep.
apple.
I
But
used to do them too. I
but
still don't.
I love onions. I cannot do all that.
I do not eat onions if I know I'm not going right straight home after. I know that sounds dumb, but I have a breath thing. Like I'm subconscious about my breath.
Makes sense.
So if I'm not going right home, I'll cut the onions out. Just trying to be fair to others.
Fair enough.
Is there certain things that you have to like do before you leave? I mean, besides get high.
I'm definitely getting a 5-pack.
Triple check everything.
Triple
No
check
matter
everything.
how many times you check, there's always that one thing you forgot.
Is Cody a good helper?
Yes, but at the same time, he doesn't always have patience.
Hey. No, it was an accident. I got fat fingers.
You got fat fingers?
Yes.
Join the club.
Are you driving Dan home?
Yep.
Does Dan know that Frank's on his way to pick him up?
Never mind. This one was standing up front of the lot. I'll scream your fucking head off so we can get in the car with you. No, because he wouldn't let me go inside and change my chipset. Yeah, he did.
So Frank knows not to come, correct?
Billy, in the car. Yeah, tell Frank not to come.
I just text him.
Alright, cool. Alright, well we are actually on the air for a podcast and
I hate you.
you called me, fucker. Bye.
Bye.
Shenanigans.
Yep.
Shenanigans.
So you did text Frank.
Yep.
And Cedric's gonna be pissed.
Mm.
Yeah.
He just wanted to get away. Mike will be happy though. I remember there was things that I used to have to do before I did anything. Like I had to make sure all the children used the bathroom.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Because my daughter had a problem with she had to shit in the middle of our trip everywhere we went.
Dang.
And then my youngest son feels like he had to go to every public restroom. He needs to see what every bathroom looks like.
No.
So when we go in, yeah, I have to go to the bathroom, Daddy.
No, no.
It's a weird tick.
It
Alright.
is weird.
And why not?
But he also doesn't mind like pooping in public either, and I'm like, that's another weird thing. Like I can't. I have a hard time with that. Like I don't even like pooping here at the shop.
Right?
I mean, if I have to, I have to. And I used to live upstairs. I could probably just go use Mike's bathroom, but it's probably cleaner down here.
Yeah. It is now.
Does he still got a sink full of dishes and stuff?
I don't know.
I haven't been up there since I left. So,
I don't know.
anyways,
Moving on.
yeah, we can't do Stump the Frank because you are.
He's not
Frank,
here for
and
this
You're
one.
definitely not gonna get these ones because I did find a couple
Ooh,
of good
did ya?
ones. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Here's a good one for you, Joyce. Describe nature this time of year. Like in your mind, like what do you enjoy or what do you dislike about winter?
It sucks. It's cold.
You don't like anything about it.
I
Then?
like snow, but I don't like the cold. I don't know. I just like the pretty snow.
I
That's
don't
it.
understand why people like complain about the weather here in upstate New York and they still
Continue to
stay
live
here.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
honestly don't mind the weather. Like,
I don't.
I
mind it
like
either.
the
I mean,
changes.
I moved away to Florida for 15 years, and like, I kind of got sick of that. Like, you can only. I love the ocean, but like I said, the beach sucks, dude. It's like sand gets fucking everywhere. You know the saying, "Do you got sand in your vagina?" It's
Yeah,
pretty much gonna happen every time.
Oh god.
Yeah, and walking through sand is like walking through snow, like in a snowstorm.
Yeah, I'm
Except
good
for
on that.
the
I don't-
sand is hot as fuck, and you still feel like you're not getting anywhere. So you just walk and walk and walk. Like
Yeah,
you're-
I'd rather deal with this shit.
the ocean's not getting any closer.
At least it's
Yeah,
warm.
we get
But I love it
extreme
here.
weather up here.
I'm glad I'm
It's
back.
nice.
I missed the Four Seasons. I know we
Yes.
talked about this before, but
That's why I
the
like
Four
this area.
Seasons here in this area are amazing for people who don't know.
That's if you're up to handling it. These
Right.
last few years have been
It's
pretty
bipolar.
intense.
Actually, it's been a year exactly because I just got some things on Facebook from the day I sold my car and I left.
So
I
is
wanna
it
say
just
the
me?
same
Because
week.
I haven't left the area for at all. Doesn't it seem a bit more chaotic weather-wise now than it did when you lived here before? Like when we get hit with cold, it's fucking cold, and when it's hot,
Well,
it's
I don't know if it's
fucking
just
hot.
that or if it's because I'm old now and it really does get to your bones and shit. But I mean, it definitely affects Gypsy too. Like she's not used to. She's been
more out there.
in Florida her whole life, so.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so she's not used to this at all.
Mm-mm. She likes it though. It's funny. She acts like a little puppy dog, like running around, leaves her little footprints in the snow. It's hilarious. But it does definitely affect her.
Yeah, especially she's getting up there in years, isn't she?
Well, it's funny that you say that. I'm not 100% sure until I get the papers. But the person that I got her from is telling me that she's only 8.
Oh.
But I don't believe it because she is lying to me now or lied to me when she gave her to her because she was 4 years old and I've had her for 6. So
Yeah,
I mean,
she's
do
gotta
the
be
math,
10, yeah.
you know, like.
Yeah, I was gonna say she seemed like she was getting.
I mean,
up
I
there.
know her birth month is September. But I'm not 100% sure how old she is. It's kind of disturbing me because I've had the
just don't
dog
know.
I've had her for going on 7 years now,
Yeah.
and she won't give me her fucking papers.
That is kind of concerning.
Why
That's
do you
very
want
concerning.
them? Well, she's so you can't breed her. I fixed her. How the
Like,
fuck?
I don't
she's-
wanna
I don't want to
breed her.
breed her. She's too old.
I want her papers. I need the documentation.
Crazy. But yeah, I love it here. It is cold as fuck today. It is kind of weird. It's just like Florida
It's
though,
warming
because
up, though.
Florida it'll be 80 degrees one day. I mean, in the wintertime, of course. One
Yeah.
day, and then the next day it'll be 40. You know,
Jeez.
starting the
Really?
day out. You know, and I mean, before the sun comes up, it'll be 40, and then as soon as the sun comes up, it'll be
Yeah, I think
70
it
by
was
the
like
end of the day.
15 when I left, and it's supposed to get up to 40 today.
Yeah.
But even then, when I was walking in the cold, you could feel the sunshine. So it's spring's right around the corner.
It wasn't that warm when I took the kids to school. Holy cow.
No, that was about the same time I
Didn't
probably
Punxsutawney
Mhm.
Phil see his shadow this year? Or is
I
it-
don't
did
know.
get
I
it
just know we're
backwards?
getting an early spring by then.
Yeah, I get
Yes.
it backwards every time. Whatever.
I've never understood it, so I don't bother to pretend.
If he doesn't see his shadow, we get spring early. And I
Okay.
guess that's what happened. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
No.
Well, not when you got a fuck ton of people photography, taking photos of you the day of.
Right. Not to
Like,
mention.
how are you supposed to see a shadow under all that lighting?
Just a bunch of bullshit hoopla.
It is.
Yo.
I'd like to know how they really actually figure that out, though.
It probably started as some superstition, and then it's media's taking it out of hand.
Probably.
Ooh, this is something that I want to actually do with you. I want to do a local foodie critique segment to where once a week we go to lunch somewhere and we talk about the food, the menu,
On this?
help support. Yeah.
How do you do all that?
I mean, we would go to lunch somewhere and then bring back our critique.
Aha. That would
Yes.
be a good idea.
You just want to go to lunch with me.
You're the one who brought this up, not me. This was
It's
your
just a-
idea.
I just think that's a good thing.
Just along for the ride.
So, like local ones?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to take you to Japan.
I mean, you could call.
But I want to,
Do they deliver?
talk about prices and how their menu is.
It's a good idea. I think there's a couple of new ones that are just opening too.
Clunk. It's 'cause you hit it.
Is Frank on his way back?
Yep.
I don't know. Okay.
I text him and Cedric.
I wonder how far they got. Probably to the gas station.
I have no idea.
Not that far.
Are we at an hour for this one yet, bud?
We're about 53.
Yeah, let's just cut this one and.
Alrighty.
It was
All right.
fun.
We'll see everyone next time. We'll bring Joyce in again sometime soon.
Absolutely.
Yay.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye.